Inchcape Shipping Services, founded in 1847, is now one of the world's leading port agency and marine services providers. With over 250 offices in more than 60 countries, they operate in about 85% of the world's ports. They offer a full range of port agency, marine, and logistics services to all sectors of the maritime industry. Through their global network and commitment to excellence, Inchcape is known for reliable, innovative solutions that keep port operations running smoothly.
I'm here today at Chichester Marina with Danny Bathmaker from Inchcape Shipping Services. So Danny, can you describe your role to us of Vice President of the Office of the CIO?
Yeah, certainly. So it's a new role within Inchcape, and we're not completely abandoning the PMO structure we've had previously, which has worked well for us and been effective. But we wanted to be able to create a wider lens and a view of all the initiatives we're doing, where our cost is going, and ultimately understanding that benefit. So we want a consistent, transparent approach for every dollar we spend that makes sure that we deliver value back to the business. That's the key for us, and that's the key for the role. It's to become a trusted advisor for the CIO, so he has real-time view of everything that's going on within that function.
So how do you plan to measure the success of the role?
So there's 4 ways we measure that, and the first is to look at how we're doing the reporting and the visibility of all the initiatives that we are working on. We're then looking at spend and making sure we spend wisely and creating value for the business. And then the third item is around accountability and transparency back to the business. And the fourth item, how we will measure, is ensuring that our capacity is well used. So we're making sure we optimize our resources, not just our internal resources, but our partners and consultants that work with us and experts that come in and do specific roles. So resource optimization, spend, clear reporting, and accountability back to the business.
So can you talk us through the digital journey you've had so far at Inchcape?
Yeah, certainly. So back in 2017, we were grappling with outdated systems that supported a largely outdated operating model. So it was very clear that we had to globalize and modernize our system and build it around a cohesive ecosystem. That was the first step, and we achieved that. And if we fast forward to 2022, we started our transformation journey to build on that foundation. One of the things we wanted to do was ensure that if we grew our business, that it wouldn't have an impact on our costs. And so today, one of the things we're really proud of is that as part of that journey, we could double our business tomorrow and it would only be a minor sort of increase in cost, less than 10%. So that's really something we're excited about. And also what we're doing with the transformation of these global products is setting the scene for us to be able to react to what is going to be a dynamic operating model in the future.
So as the demand for IT at Inchcape continues to grow, how do you balance meeting the needs of the business with the capacity that you have in terms of resourcing?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and it's always a challenge. I don't think anyone will be surprised if I tell them that demand always outstrips capacity. So it's really important that we look at value, and I keep coming back to that word value. And it's okay to fail fast when we're doing new things. I almost think that's a starting point. So failing fast is okay. It's almost a necessary step in embracing innovation. We want to quickly check on viability and do it in the least expensive way possible. So that's why that fast fail approach is key for us.
So with all of these initiatives coming forward into IT, how do you prioritise and decide which ones to focus on?
Yeah, it's really important that you start off by understanding the mandate. What are you trying to change and for what purpose? And it's really important as well to understand the process you're trying to change. Again, I try and apply a mechanism whereby you can measure the viability of an initiative, how much it's going to cost to implement that initiative, and what the benefit is of that initiative. Not only long term, but can we get quick benefit or quick win out of that? So I create a mechanism around that and ensure that we are prioritising the low-cost, high-value items.
So how do you adopt a culture of innovation and digital adoption within your teams, especially with these fast-emerging new technologies such as AI and automation?
So there's 2 parts to it, and I think the first part is to understand what your limitations are internally. And for us, and for a lot of small and medium enterprises, it can be a bit of a blocker because the cost point for a lot of these technologies is quite high, or is perceived to be quite high. So you feel like, that's the first thing you have to overcome. And then you're worried about expertise in-house. Have I got the right people that can work with these technologies and maintain them and develop them over time? So it is a bit of a concern, but I think the best approach is to start using partners who can provide expertise in this area. So we have a partner in the Middle East who helps us on automation, and a partner here in the UK, Enfuse, who have been helpful on all of our digitalisation projects. They bring that expertise, which means that I don't need to buy it in and have it in-house all the time. I can almost use it like a tap, which is really good for us and helps us grow and develop at a much faster pace.
So you mentioned partnering with Enfuse Group. What do you enjoy about working with them?
So for me, much more personable than some of the bigger consultancies, incredibly flexible, they can wear multiple hats, and they've done that on a number of different initiatives. So that's really helped us. And also they build relationships well within our business at all levels.
Technology to watch.
I think I mentioned it a bit earlier when I said that some of the more emerging technologies are really hard for small, medium enterprises to bring on board, right? And they struggle with that. But what we've seen over the last 5-6 years is that RPA, automation, is now being delivered from the cloud as a service. So you don't need to worry about having attended bots or unattended bots and control centers that you've got to manage. You can just say, look, this is the process we want to automate, and this is how many times that process runs, and you'll build by consumption. So that's really good and has really helped manage that cost base when you're thinking about automation tools. Now the same can be said for AI, and I think in the next few years you're going to see AI as a service. Probably not in the next few years, actually in the next few months. So that's going to really change the landscape for a lot of companies who may have been pressured on price point and also on thinking, well, I just don't have the expertise to manage AI. That will be taken away now by having AI as a service. So for me, that's the next sort of tech to look out for.
Favourite port?
Dow's 1965 vintage. It's a great tipple, but I'm pretty sure you're referring to Seapool. So my local one is Fawley, but yeah, I'd probably go with Fawley.
Cruise holiday or a resort holiday?
Golf holiday. But if I was with my family, it would be resort holiday, because I'm embarrassed to say I get seasick walking over Tower Bridge.
Favourite non-league English football team?
So my favourite non-league English football team just over the way there is Chichester City Football Club. I'm a season ticket holder there. I go as often as I can with my son.